Hey, it's your boy Bobby Bees here. I want to talk about a subject that is coming to mind, and that's basically Gohan and Piccolo. All right, we're going to talk about it. Basically, Gohan and Piccolo pretty much in Dragon Ball Z are like a father-son figure, or pretty much like this is my uncle and this is my nephew. I remember when I first saw Dragon Ball Z way back in the day, and Goku pretty much was gone. He was gone the Snake Way, and Piccolo, Gohan was left with Piccolo to train him. And Piccolo had Gohan doing the wilderness thing. He was out in the middle of the canyons and in the woods surviving, learning how to hunt and everything of that nature. And Piccolo was always watching him the entire time, protecting him. So it was like, okay, they set the theme for Piccolo and Gohan way early in the series. This kept on following, even with Piccolo sacrificing his life to protect Gohan when it comes to the battle and Nappa was trying to take Gohan out. Piccolo eventually continued this trend onto the Frieza saga, where he pretty much showed up and was protecting, everybody at the time, and henceforth even in the Cell saga. Now, even by the time we get to the Cell saga, you see it goes back and forth between Piccolo and Goku about Gohan's potential, where Goku is the father. It's like, I believe I can see, what's going on with Gohan. You see Piccolo like, I'm concerned. I hope nothing happened to Gohan. Are you sure this is what's the right decision? And this is pretty much about Gohan's potential and the fact that Goku saw the power inside of Gohan to defeat Cell. Piccolo has always been concerned with Gohan. This continues on even in the Majin Buu saga, all the way to Super right now, where pretty much he's like, looking at him like, okay, yeah, you're married now, you got a kid, man, you better make sure you keep yourself on the right road. Pretty much this is going to be pretty cool, and I think I'm glad that they continue this relationship between the two, because it's like, okay, you get the Super. They could have just said, hey, okay, they were close in Z, but let's let that fall back now and keep it more distant with Piccolo. It's just this dude who's like, I'm training out in the wilderness and I see you guys when I see you. It's like, nah, I'm here with Gohan. Man, you better keep your life together type situation. Now Piccolo and Gohan, their continuation is there. In Super, basically, you do see him around Gohan and him a lot. It's with his family. And it continued on because, they train together a lot. They pretty much work out a lot, and Piccolo's keeping Gohan where he needs to be. And Gohan is, fighting and pushing the way he is because of Piccolo telling him to be where he is. Now, Goku's pretty much a busy dude. Goku's out there, fighting his behind off. He's out there fighting and saving the world and all that stuff like he usually does. Piccolo still does what he does every once in a while, but Goku's like out there actively. But now they're about to train. They're trying to bring Gohan back to where he needs to be because Piccolo never stopped training. We don't know where Piccolo's power level is at, but Piccolo never stopped. Piccolo and Goku and Vegeta are those dudes that they don't stop. Piccolo may not be Super Saiyan God and all that, but Piccolo never stopped training. Piccolo kept himself where he needs to be. He still is where he needs to be. So it's like, if anything goes down, or if they pretty much, need Piccolo to make a comeback, he's there. Like, he's ready for the fight because he never stopped. So it's like now with Gohan, it's like they're bringing him back to where he needs to be. Dragon Ball Super episode 88 is pretty much Gohan and Piccolo training, but I believe that the continuation of this episode will continue in episode 90, where it's overcoming the wall, Goku x Gohan, pretty much with the two fighting. I think that the point that's going to be made in this episode is that pretty much Gohan has a lot to overcome, and Piccolo's going to, do what he can to get at him because he's trying to bring him back to where he needs to be, but it's going to continue on that story. So it's like, okay, we got the father-son relationship going on with both Piccolo and Goku, and these two are pretty much going to be going at it with one another. This is great story development. This is great story growth, because this is what Gohan needed to come back. He didn't just need it to be like, I'm that angry kid again, I got the potential, I got the power. He needed Goku to pretty much tell him, hey, there's a concern. He needed to be Great Saiyan Man again to come back. He needed to go through these things and have, Piccolo bring him back to relevance. He needed, this upcoming fight with Goku to bring him back to relevance. Though I'm not going to lie, I would really love to see Gohan and Vegeta have some training or some sparring with one another. I'm pretty sure that would be like different because basically with those two going at it, it would be tight. Matter of fact, future Trunks and Gohan going at it with one another and training would be pretty tight too. Because he would want to bring Gohan back to where he needs to be as well. And I can only imagine, because, Future Trunks thinks about, future Gohan whenever he sees Gohan, so it's like, it would be so cool to see many levels of bringing Gohan back to where he needs to be, or to the potential everyone knows that he pretty much can become, and the type of person that he is. But yeah, at the end of the day, all I can say about it is that I'm looking forward to it. Piccolo and Gohan situation, and that's pretty much about bringing Gohan where he needs to be. Looking forward to it. I just want to say it's your boy Bobby Beast. Much love and much respect. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell for whenever it comes up. You can get it, as well as like it, man. Go ahead and like it. I'm going to continue on doing what I do, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Holding out at 1. Hey, it's your boy.